Okay, funny story. Before we begin this episode of Let's Play Shining Pearl, I just want to say that the following footage that you're going to be seeing here is not from my actual file. The funny thing is, I had episode 9 recorded already, and I was just about to editing it. As I was editing the video, I have discovered that the video file was corrupted and there was no salvaging it. So, because of that, what I had to do was, I basically had to replay up to the point where I last left off all over again so I could record that section from that file. So, the following Pokemon you will see on my team are not actually a part of my team. And if you don't see Gibble anywhere in the video, then that's why. So basically what I'm saying is we're improvising for a bit for this episode. So with that being said, I'm gonna make sure I just now discovered that I can turn off autosave, so I'm gonna make sure I do that in the future next time so this doesn't happen again. So sorry for this, but hopefully we don't have this happen again. With that being said, let's just cue the intro already. Hey everybody, Cool Pika here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Shining Pearl. In the last part, we dealt with Team Galactic, kicked them out of the Valley Windworks, and in this part, as you already might have heard from the beginning, we're gonna improvise for a bit. Yeah, as you can see, things may look a little different, but however, I will assure you that this will only be for this episode because, well, I've already explained it, so I don't need to explain it second time. So, just to give you an idea, this is what I'm working with right now. So far, this is the team I've had to work with when re-recording this episode. I just basically skipped everything else, deal with the first gym, work my way back up to defeating Team Galactic Commander Mars, and I worked in with like a little temporary party for this episode. So this is gonna be the party we're working with for this episode. Okay, I forgot to heal Winter up, and since this episode was a bit unplanned, I decided we may as well have some fun a bit and have Maple, the Mew, and Jirachi in our party and show them off. I don't have Manaphy because I don't have access, because I don't really have the Nintendo Switch online for this. So that's why there's no Manaphy here. And plus the event has already expired by now, so that's why there's no Manaphy. Because this is all planned. I'm playing this on a second user, so that's what we're gonna be doing. So anyways, let me go heal Winter up real quick and we can begin the episode. Okay, Winter's in perfect condition now, and we can continue on with this part. So, in this part, we'll be making our way towards Eterna Forest, and hopefully make our way to Eterna City. So, let's get into that. Okay, so, for starting off, we're going to be battling all the trainers here, and, I'm just going to tell you how this whole episode is just going to go down, how this whole thing's going to operate. So, so this is not a perfect replication of everything I did in my perfect playthrough, but it's gonna have to do. So, levels may look a bit off, if anyone's paid attention to how my levels are with, Winter and Gibble, of course. But not to worry. I think, so how this is gonna work is, I'm gonna play all the way up to where I last ended off in that recording, and once that is done, I will go back to my other file and show everything that I have, show how Winter and Gibble has leveled up during that playthrough so everyone's in the same pace. And I'll tell you, and for anyone that's curious, yeah, Gibble was kind of a hassle to get battles in, because as I've already established, Gibble's actually a bit of a pain to work with right now, because I do not have my second badge. He is a pain to work with. So you can kind of imagine what the video was like when I was recording it. It mostly consisted of me like yelling at Gibble the whole time, just to give you an idea. So anyways, we got a hiker trainer here, so that's gonna be one of our first trainers we encounter up in this route, aside from the hiker. There's no mountain here, but I'm dressed to hike. Here goes. Alright, so here we are. We are facing Hiker Daniel. Hikers obviously will... For what kind of Pokemon you expect to see with the Hikers, you can expect like ground and rock types, like Geodude or Onix. And every now and then, you can also encounter fighting types on the other occasion as well, like Machop, for example. So, just to give you an idea, that's the kind of Pokemon you're likely to run into when dealing with hikers. So, yeah, it's just a way to give you an idea to prepare for these type of trainers for when they come up. Like, depending on what type of trainer you encounter, they'll use certain types of Pokemon, so keep that in mind. Actually, let's have some fun a bit here, since this is kind of like an off playthrough. This is kind of like an off episode. So, for this episode, let's make this Maple's time to shine. Why don't we? So, here's Machop. Maple doesn't really have a lot of moves, unfortunately. I almost said Mew there for a second. But we may as well have fun with this. Mew's doing a few good damage here. Not a lot, but it's kind of just a way to get us started. Alright, he's gonna use Revenge. Good luck, because Maple's a Psychic type. Alright, Revenge. Okay, and do Pound one more time. And with that, Machop's down. Did I just say Machop? Okay, that's like another... I think that's another word I can put into my dictionary, I guess. Yeah. Interesting. Also, fun little fact about the hikers. The hikers in the original 3DS games kind of amuse me because, like, I can't show it here, but, they're overworld sprites. It's kind of funny. It's like, when you go a far distance enough from the hiker, it looks like their eyes just widen as if they're in shock of something. I don't know why. I always found that amusing, yet at the same time kind of creepy. I have to show you a photo of what I'm talking about, but I'll have to tell you, it is pretty funny. And something that has always amused me. If I find a photo of what I'm talking about, I'll gladly display it on screen right now just to give you an idea. But like, if I don't, it's kind of is what it is. It's just something. It's nothing you really need to know, but it's something that's always humored me. Kind of missed that, to be honest. It kind of adds to the charm. All right, let's use Water Gun. If I use Maple, this would be like a very slow battle, and I'm not gonna do that. Okay, Jirachi's like up to nearly level 10. Okay, we got a Bidoof. Okay. Okay, I guess the saying goes for any trainer, there's always a likelibility of finding a Bidoof somewhere. No matter what trainer it is. Cause come on, let's face it, Bidoof's kinda like a mascot of sorts. That's just an idea. Alright, next up is Weather Gun. And down goes Bidoof. But as we all know, we can't keep Bidoof down forever because Bidoof is kind of like some kind of god. Oh yeah! A freaking battle that was! Thank you very much. Always a pleasure doing a battle with you, Mr. Hiker Daniel. You can find the same kind of Pokemon in all kind of places, like Bidoof. There's no law saying a hiker can't go searching wherever they please. That is indeed true. A hiker word to live by. If only you can have your eyes widen. Yeah, unfortunately they can't widen because they're like literally shut closed like rocks. Okay, that's one battle down. I think for the there's also another trainer you can battle here, which is the Aroma Grill. Let's talk to her real quick. I love Pokemon that smell sweet. Like this one. Get a whiff of this. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you trying to get make me to smell, lady? Aroma Lady Elizabeth? I don't know what you're wanting me to smell, but I don't like what you're trying to imply here. Anyways, Aroma Ladies, they will have like grass types on them, or bug. Well, mostly grass types, like this Bidoof, for instance. Worry Seed. Okay, this one has Worry Seed, so I guess that gives you the ability of Somia. Okay, Bidoof's down. Bidoof's down, so that was no problem. There's no trouble for Winter whatsoever. Maple's level 14. Which will give us more opportunity to mess with Mew once we get to Eterna Forest. Do you understand what I meant? Didn't my Pokemon smell nice? Oh, I thought you were trying to sell me that green stuff, but... never mind. I guess I had the wrong impression. My mistake, Elizabeth. My mistake. If you plant a lot of berries, you can be surrounded by... Oh, right. That reminds me. I guess I did say I would promise you to show you what my berry progress looks like. Okay, I'm still going to be showing my berry progress, but that's not till, like, near the end of the episode, because, like, my berry planting is not accurate to what you'll see here. I didn't even bother planting any berries for this one, because this is a file I'm just recording just for this episode, just so we have something for this segment of the game, because I don't want to leave anything out, and I just don't want to do, like, a half thing where I just explain what we did in the last episode and move on from there. No, I'm not doing that. Even if I have to replay it, I'm at least trying to improvise a bit here. I'm gonna be planting some berries here, but I'm not gonna be planting any berries because I only plan to record this episode just for this bit. However, I will tell you that I did plant berries in my actual profile, so you will believe me that I will be fetching them as we continue through the next episode, so do not worry about that. Of course, once again, all that's going to be done off screen. Okay, there's this camper here. Let's see what you got. What kind of Pokemon list want here? I wonder. Honestly, if there's any constellation to any of this while recording this episode, is that, I'm glad I am not having to deal with Gibble's shenanigans right now, because of Gibble just not wanting to battle and trying to get experience for Gibble and get him caught up to Winter. The battles have gone really slow. And I mean, like, really slow. Like, Gibble just couldn't do anything. I just spent, like, it's just mostly consisting of me just struggling to get Gibble to say anything at all. And at the end of the day, it ended up being like a 40-minute recording of footage of Gibble just being so stupid. I wish I was exaggerating it, but you can already tell how much of a pain it is trying to work with a Pokemon that doesn't have enough badges to obey. But not to worry, not to worry. I think once we get the second badge, it's going to be a thing of the problem now, because at that point, once we get Gibble up to speed, then we should have no problems whatsoever. Okay, Picnicker Cena is about to use Undead Pachirisu. I think I'll keep Mew out for this. Keep our little Maple out for this, being the new she is. Yes, Maple. This is your episode to time. This is your episode to shine, Maple. Because after this is probably going to be the only time you ever get to do anything because, like, I'm not using legendaries on my team. I think that's, like, the big rule for any Let's Players that Let's Play a Pokemon game. Don't use legendaries in the team. However, for this episode, I'm making an exception. I'm making an exception because, like, I failed to consider a possibility that I thought wouldn't happen. And this is kind of the result of this video. So, this is like Maple's time to shine. Like, this is Maple taking over the episode for a bit. So, yes. We're gonna let her be the new she is and let her eat all the cookies she wants. Because that's how Maple is, you know. After all, this is Maple we're talking about. So, we're gonna let her do as she pleases for this episode. Yeah, keep using Pound. Kinda wish I had other moves to work with this Mew aside from Pound, but I think at this level for Mew, it's like she has like a limited move sets right now. I don't even know when she starts learning new moves. I'm shocked. How did I lose? You went up against Mew. What did you expect? What can I tell you about Pokemon? Well, there are males and females, and there's some that you can't tell. I don't know about you, but for my canonical, at least my headcanon at least, I like to canonically believe that Mew's a female. But that's just my guess. Alright, anyways, actually, while we're here, I want to see if I can teach Mew some moves. Okay. Okay, oh wow, I have, like, limited TMs that I fought. None of these can actually be good for Mew. Well. Nothing I can really do about, but it is what it is. Maybe Mew will learn something throughout this episode, but we can only wait and see, right? I'll let you take the lead for the time being, Maple. This is your episode, after all. Maybe Jirachi's too, if Jirachi can catch up in levels, but I personally doubt it. I kind of spot this together at the last minute. It's a long way between Flower Town and Eterna City, so let's battle! Yes, indeed we shall. You're up against Maple, so let's see how well you do against Maple here. Oh, never mind. I don't want to use Mew against Geodude, because all I know is Pound, and this would be like a very slow battle if I did this. So, let's go into, Slurp. Slurp, why don't you join in this battle? Let's let you be important. Yeah, not Comey, but Slurp. This is a different Badoo all entirely. This is just something it's a place... You're basically... Sorry, Slurp, you're basically a placeholder name for this episode because, like, I just whipped up a temporary team together just for this. Just for this episode, just so I can actually get through this, and through Eterna Forest, at least. Because after this, everything's gonna just go back to normal. We'll return to the normal timeline soon enough. Alright, Winter wants to learn Bubble Beam. Okay, Winter actually did learn this. Winter did learn this in, my previous recording, so I think we're, like, mostly about caught up to what the levels are. So there's somewhat accuracy to it. I'm out of Pokemon that can battle! Yeah, hand it over. With Pokemon by my side, I'm sure any camping would be a blast. Yeah, sure. Well, looks like there's another hiker here. I think I'll switch to Winter with this one, considering that this hiker here is gonna have like ground type Pokemon on him. Of all places possible, I lost my way here. Okay, here, we have Hiker Nicholas, and I believe this guy here has yeah, I called it. He has an Onyx. This trainer here I always particularly remember because I always know he's the guy that has an Onyx on him. So I'm not too far off. I'm gonna go ahead and use Bubble Beam on him, and this battle will be over in a flash. And of course, if this were me when I was like 10 years old, I will always be like that tryhard to use Pikachu against Onyx because, like, I like trying to prove my friends wrong that I can beat Pikachu with an Onyx. Because that's the kind of person I am. I really like... I was a kid that liked Pikachu out of all the Pokemon. I mean, that is kind of how I got my username after all. Having lost his way, the trainer lost the battle too. Well, shucks. For being lost in the mountains so long, I became a hiker. Yeah, good on you. And, this trainer here, yeah, you kinda look like Sirius Samus with that getup going there. I mean, I can kinda see it. I mean, considering the orange top and the orange bottoms and the blonde hair and ponytail. And oh, I think it would be a dead spot resemblance if we had the eyes. But Samus's eyes are blue, and I think hers is like some kind of brownish color, I think. I don't know, but I just know that the resemblance to Zero Suit Samus is like kind of spot on. She could definitely pass her off as like Zero Suit Samus in the Pokemon universe. So that's Battle Girl Kelsey. I mean, yeah, look at her. You kind of have to see it, right? She kind of does look like Samus Aran. I concede. You're in a different class. Yeah, Samus. Better get back to your Metroid profession. Okay, there's a repel here. I'll hold on to that for later. Repels, I haven't bought any yet, but repels can be used for avoiding wild Pokemon if you don't want to run into them. That one's like 100 or I think like 50 steps, if I'm not mistaken, for that repel. But you do get better repels later on, so I don't usually invest in them early game, but like once we start getting into mid game, I will start investing in them. Oh, you have a Piplup. I guess it's time for Winter to assert dominance. Alright, I think the best move to use here is Peck, since like none of my other moves are going to be very effective. Excuse me a moment, I'm going to have like a little drink here while I do this battle. I hope that wasn't like picking up on the mic or anything. If that's the case, I might have to adjust my mic a bit. Yeah, anyways, in case you guys didn't notice, this episode, I'm actually using a new mic this time. My birthday was around the corner, and I got a new mic for my birthday. I am now using something like the HyperX Quadcast. I'll show you like an image on the screen to show you what I'm working with, but, from what I've already recorded, like, voice clips for, Maple Moriko, I already can tell, like, that the audio was like crisp clear, and I even sent like voice clips testing the mic from to Maple Moriko just so I can get an opinion on it, and I got the green light from her saying that this mic works better than my Blue Snowball, and you know what? It's a good sign, because like that was the sign I needed to show that that I should keep this mic. And so from this point forward, we are now working with a new mic to provide better voice quality. So yeah, I hope everyone likes the new mic, because like this cost like $80 to say the least. I would imagine like it was like $80. Probably more expensive than the Blue Snowball I had. But it is a really nice mic. And also from how I have it angled, I also got my brother, Jacob Gaming actually. He also gave me like a new mic stand that I've also installed into my desk. So now I can have the mic as close as I want, like so. Like I can have it like really close like this, and do some ASMRs if I want to, or if I need to like put some distance to myself, I can just move it like a bit further back. But yeah, I'm loving this new stand, and I am looking forward to and slowly but surely, I am starting to look more professional, I guess. If you can even call my setup anything professional. Alright, over here, there is a path you can take here, but you can't take this path because there's some trees blocking the way, so we'll have to look at that later. We'll come back here when we have the means to deal with those trees. But for now, we have arrived in Eterna Forest. Hello, my name's Cheryl. And you are? Okay, so your name is Jordan. I'm sincerely glad to meet you. Jordan, may I ask a big favor? I want to get through this forest, but I'm afraid of doing it alone. I've heard there's a sinister group of people called Team Galactic about. Oh, you mean that one lady with the red hair and the guy said dressed up as space Elvis? Yeah, I dealt with him earlier. Are you telling me they're still around? I think there'll be safety in numbers. Please, may I go through with you? And with that, we got ourselves a date. We got ourselves a date with Cheryl, if you want to call it that. I'll keep your Pokemon in perfect health. All right. With that being said, we got ourselves a date with Cheryl. Just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with here in Eterna Forest. So, throughout Eterna Forest, she will act as your partner, which means throughout this Eterna Forest while Cheryl's here, whenever you encounter Pokemon, you will now encounter not just one Pokemon, but 2 wild Pokemon at once. And this will be the duration while Cheryl is with us in the party, which means you guessed it, we're gonna be doing tag battles throughout our stay here in Eterna Forest. This trainer here, this guy isn't a trainer, so let's see what you gotta say. Pokemon got poisoned, and now I can't battle. I knew I should have loaded up an antidote at the Pokemart. Yeah, one tip I should give you for Eterna Forest, make sure you stack up on antidotes because, like, you're gonna be dealing with a bunch of bug Pokemon and so on. Over here, I want you to remember this rock for later. This is a rock covered in moss. It feels pleasantly cool. Remember this one green rock. It has a purpose, but as of right now, we don't have the means to have use for it. But I just want to remind you that it's here. So, we'll come back to this a later time. So, with that being said, trainers will be counted up, will be double pairs. You're more than likely to get yourself in tag battles. But if an opportunity does present itself, you can trick it out to make it a single battle. But assume most of these trainer battles are going to be like tag battles. We're just out on the power walk. What's cool, you might ask? No, I'll tell you. No? I'll tell you anyway. Bug Pokemon. Yeah, and I can also tell you that this was also part of the pains that I've had to deal with when I was in Eterna Forest with Gibble. Because I've had an instance where Winter faded and I had to do all the battles with him. And Chansey, her Pokemon here, does not have a lot of great offensive moves. Chansey's more of a support Pokemon, if anything. Chansey acts more of a support, if anything, because most of her moves revolve around healing, and even when she does have offensive moves, they're not that great. But that's kind of like her downside with Cheryl's Chansey. But I will tell you, this is an interesting Pokemon to say the least, because like when it comes to being a tank, it's a godsend. Like, no kidding. Like, you should just see the stats of Chansey right now. Like, especially when it evolves into a Blitzy, because like, Blitzy gets really stupid once you evolves into a Blitzy. Just to give you an idea, do you want to know what Blitzy's? You want to know what Blitzy's? You want to know what Blitzy's HP stats look like? Because I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Blitzy's stats. Blitzy's stats are, as I pull Bulbapedia up, or if I pull it up, Blitzy's stats are, and you guessed it, 255. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Attack kinda sucks. Attack sucks though, defense sucks though, but it has good special attack at 75 and special defense at 135. So you can see where Blitzy really specifies that. Blitzy's a really good tank if you train it up. Although I will warn you, it is not a very offensive Pokemon, so I would not recommend teaching it any kind of physical attacks because like they won't do much. It sucks at attacks. It's really just one of those Pokemon that's not really good with offensive attacks, but really good with defense, which could either be a good thing or a bad thing considering if you're considering what you're looking for. If you need like a good tank, Chansey can't do the job for you, but like I don't know if I would personally recommend it. I mean, to be fair, I've kind of considered using the Chansey before in my playthroughs, but I've never officially gone through with it, or either that, or I've never had the patience enough to actually use a Blitzy. I don't know if I'll ever use one, but we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe in Violet or Scarlet I might try it if they have it in the new gen, but there's no way to tell for certain. Although I doubt it though, because at least when Violet and Scarlet and Violet comes out, I'm kind of guilty with this in Sword and Shield because when it came to from what I've noticed in my Pokemon Sword Let's Play, no, not my Let's Play, but my playthrough, I've noticed that I have been using Pokemon that I've been more used to using. Mostly older Pokemon, and none of the new ones. Which is a shame, though, because, like, I feel kind of guilty about that, because, like, the only Pokemon that were new, that not kind of my starter, I think I've only, like, used, like, 2 in my party. Which is kind of a shame, because, like, Galar does have some good Pokemon, and some Pokemon that I really like. Like Snom, for instance. Like, how can you not get enough of the little guy? And of course, there's also Alcremie that I really like, and a few others. I've also liked the Galarian Obstagoon too. That was like really fun to use. There were some really cool designs in Galar. It's just a shame that I didn't get to use most of them in my team. I think I'm considering like doing another playthrough, but with like with more of a Galarian-based team than what I did. Yeah. So I think for Scarlet and Violet, I want to try using as much new Pokemon as possible if I can. But that's my idea. Anyways, we got some new trainers to deal with here. So just to show you, this is actually one of the instances where you can trick things into single battles, because you can cross the line right there. But as you can see here, I just went up to talk to this trainer. I see it. I see it. I see you. Going down in defeat. And with that being said, we have a new trainer here. These are Psychic trainers. Psychic trainers, they of course use, as you can see, Psychic-type Pokemon. So, off the bat, you can already guess that what kind of what Pokemon you should have prepared whenever you go up against like Psychic types. Ghost or Dark types, they're usually good to go. They're usually good for Psychic types, so that's something you can keep in mind when battling these trainers. Anyways, I'm just gonna be sticking with Winter for the time being. I'm gonna use Bubble Beam because that's kind of like my best move here. But I have to be careful too because like Abra has Energy Ball, which is like that's what it's got over me, unfortunately. Yeah, but Abra's down. I still managed to do well nonetheless. It is I that have gone down in defeat. Yeah, the future's been changed. The old chateau lies abandoned, with none living in its walls. And yet, there permits a presence. Sounds eerie. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to keep that in mind for later. Now let's build another guy here. When a trainer and a Pokemon bound as one, a wondrous power is born. Alright, now let's take care of this other Psychic trainer. Now, if I have to guess, Elijah, do you also have an Abra? And yeah, I can clearly predict the future because yes, you do have an Abra. Now with that, I don't have to worry about healing Pokemon because I have like my partner here with me. Cheryl's keeping me healed, so it's always good to go on dates when going on a Pokemon journey because you always have your dating partner, well, keeping you healed up. I mean, hey, dates are good for something, right? And I say that, and I've never had an official date whatsoever. Kinda sad, actually. Oh well. There still remains mysteries yet to be solved in this strange world. Huh. Yes, that is true. There's never an end to mysteries. Sometimes they go unanswered. Okay, I guess some bug trainers here. Okay, yeah, Winter can handle this. My senses tingle. I spotted a rare Pokemon! What? What? Who told you I have a Mew? I don't see no Mew here. Telling you, man, stay back. I don't want you. You can't have my Mew. It's mine. I caught it. Well, not really, because some old lady gave it to me for free. That she just somehow happened to have. I don't know why she had it, but she had it for some weird reason. I don't know. This is a Masuda we're talking about who's riding this. I don't know what goes through that guy's head. Oh, that is a beautiful sound. Too bad I gotta take it out. Oh, I was hoping to one-shot it, but wow. Surprisingly, this Kricketune has a bit of endurance. Oh well, let's try one more time. Okay, that took care of Kricketune. Okay, Jirachi's level 14. And Jirachi learned Helping Hand. Okay, there goes Donald. Ah, wah, 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 wah. I thought that was a rare Pokemon, but it turned out to just be a trainer. Oh, good. That stuff about me having a Mew, that was a joke. Actually, I should use Maple a bit for this episode because I did say I was gonna use her a bit more, but this is supposed to be her episode. Here comes the swarm. Yeah, let's battle with Maple for a bit because this is probably gonna be the only chance she gets a chance to shine. So let's see here. Oh, you got a Wurmple. This will be a good battle for you, Maple, considering what you're up against. Oh, level 9. This is gonna hardly be a challenge for her. This is hardly a fair fight. Between a Whirlpool and a Mew, we can already see where this battle is going down. And considering that level 9, yeah, we already knew how this was gonna go down. Okay, next up is Duck's Talks. This is fairly leveled, so we'll at least have a bit of a decent fight with this one. Okay. It used Gust, but it didn't really, do much. Okay, what, you're gonna use a Psychic now? Yeah, not very effective to my own type. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here. Dustox is down. Nice. Okay, Winter's now level 21. Alright, and last is Cascoon. Why you didn't do it in the evolution order is beyond me, because to be perfectly honest with you, I would have expected you to use Dustox last, not Cascoon. Because this guy's got like a party of the evolutionary line here. Okay, oh, this is gonna be like the Metapod battle, isn't it? Where all you know is Harden. It's gonna be that battle, isn't it? And not that it matters, because Cascoon didn't really stand much of a chance. He was now level 18. Do you learn anything new yet? Slurp leveled up, so that's something. Did you? Nope, you guess you don't learn any new moves. Whoa! Did you know? Swarm is the name of a Pokemon ability. Yep, it is an ability, although it's mostly used by Combee. Or Vespiquen, to be honest, which is actually a very good Pokemon. It's starting to see two wild Pokemon at the same time. My Pokemon is an excellent healing, but attacking isn't his strong point. Jordan, battling with you makes me feel elated. If I could predict what you're about to do, we would make a fierce combo. This seems like a little nudge to something in Legends Arceus. But that's a bit of another story. Oh, hey, there's two Bidoos. I don't really need you guys, but I don't really need you guys, but you guys are interesting. You guys are interesting, I guess. All right. Okay, there's two Psychics here. I could avoid these Psychics altogether, or I could face them in battle. But no, I mean, I don't want to avoid them because, like, I at least want to get my experience off of them. So, let's see how we do. Let's see how they step up against my Mew. A strange presence has been felt. It is emanating from you! I would say more Maple and me because, like, Maple is probably one of the rarest Psychic types out there, and Mews are not easy to come across. It's not like you can just find them out in the wild or anything like that. Although, I have been told that they can be found from their local trucks in, Vermilion City, but, which may or may not be a myth that was probably not debunked. I don't know. That's just a story I heard anyways. Because, who knows? Maple probably like strikes trucks, right? Yeah, you can try all you run, but, you're not gonna get very far with this. I mean, Maple knows Pound, but Maple may only know Pound, but she packs power. The only delay inevitable was that attack. Alright. Okay, that failed. Use Pound one more time. And now down goes Meditate. Fight it, Cody. Oh! Be one with me, my Meditate! Okay, that was way out of nowhere. The old Tattoo. I sense a particularly strong presence there. Are you sure that's not my Mew? Because, like, this is probably the strongest presence we're getting right here. Alright, let's defeat your partner as well. The force is strange. You know, it seems to fill me with energy. Yes, it does. It's also a mysterious place. Do you also have a Meditite? Oh no, you have a Psyduck. I guess Sadex can also be considered psychic types too, in a sense, even though it's just the water type. I could be, my memory could be flat, but I do remember Golduck, its evolution, being a psychic type, so I guess you could classify Psyduck as a psychic in a way. It counts, right? It has to, at least. Alright, use Pound again. I'm well aware that Mew's confused, but this battle is already set in stone. It's just a matter of when I get the KO. Come on, Maple. You can do it. That's okay. Take your time. Take your time, buddy. We got this. Alright, use Pound, and this battle's done. Take that. Sage Psychic Rachel. Your victory. There is nothing strange about it. Yeah, considering I have a Mew or something. Forest are mystifying. They seem to gather such unexplainable energy. Alright. That's a lot of error mystery, but I think we're almost done with this forest, so I think we got a few more, and maybe one more battle. If I'm remembering things right, then after that, we are, like, in the clear. How much further? I don't think it's any more further. Oh, there's an item here. Oh, actually, I think we're already in the clear, because, yep, we're actually at the end. So, with that being said, I guess this is where we part ways with Cheryl now. Oh, there's the exit. I'm so relieved. We finally got here. I've never been able to get through this by myself. Thank you so much, Jordan. Oh, no. That's where we're gonna leave it at? Someday that turned out to... Someday that was. With that, we have made it. Outside, we are now on the other side of Route 205. So with that, we've made it. And this is where we've end things off in this episode. So, what I'm going to do now is, since we've ended it off here, I'm going to go and transition over to my main file now, the Let's Play file, and show you what the levels look like from my time in Eterna Forest. So I will see you in a flash. Hello everybody, and here we are back in the main timeline. So, just to show you the level up of what we've been working with from where I left off in this playthrough, let's take a look at what Winter and Gibble's looking like. Winter ended up being level 20, which was fairly accurate to what you've seen in the other timeline. Gibble, on the other hand, is level 18, is still a B word to work with. This is end. I'll to wrap things up, we're also gonna do our berry check. As for our berries, this is what our berry total looks like. We got 6 orange berries, 4 cherry berries, and 1 petra berries. I've planted more berries throughout my duration, so again, every time I will be showing you my berry checks when I do them. But I think this next episode is going to be the only episode where I don't do a berry check, because I want to wait until I get a certain HM. And plus, it's coming very soon, so I will be able to conveniently get them anyway. So you may not see it right away, but I am keeping track of my harvests. But with that being said, this is a good place to stop. Despite our little improvisation, we got a bit done. We've made our way through Eterna Forest, helped out Cheryl. And, I think coming up, there is a Pokemon I want to get in Eterna Forest, but I want to wait on that for a bit. But with that being said, I think it's a good place to call it quits. This is Kopika here, and I will see you in the next part.